I'm judging you so bad. I'm judging you so bad right now because how do you just assume that someone has
So
a
knowing
favorite?
that you have school, that's an added responsibility, and with added responsibility comes more time demand. So, and the second one is,
Who is your boyfriend? So, drum rolls. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me today. And if you're old, thank you. I'm sorry I went MIA on you guys. And I'm happy to inform you that I'm back now. For real, I'm back. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a little, intro video because I'm back, right? So I'll be doing a little intro video. I posted a question box on Instagram the other day, and I was able to get some questions. So I'll be answering those questions today in this video. So stay tuned for some tea, okay? So if you're new to this channel, my name is Victory, and I'm a model. I'm an actually I can't say I'm an grad student anymore. I just finished undergrad and I'm waiting for my graduation. I studied human nutritional sciences. Well, you'll find out more about me the longer you stay on this channel. So let's get straight into today's video. So the first question is, how do you balance church, work, and school? That's a very good question, actually. So for me, I would say honestly, it's about priorities. I think at every point in time, like priorities change. With school, church, and work, honestly, I think it's very iffy trying to balance school and church. Honestly, like I would say it like among these three things, like school and church is like, especially as a student, like it can be really difficult to balance school and church. But then also as someone that loves the Lord, right? Like you need to know that like your priority ultimately in life, your priority is God. And one of the things I learned is that I think someone is vacuuming outside. This is the wrongest time to be doing that, but it's okay. So one of the things I've learned is that everything else centers around God. So like God is the center of our life and everything else should work around him. So when it comes to balancing church, work and school, I would say it's very important to be able to manage your time. So as someone that has responsibilities in church, has school and has work, you cannot compare yourself to someone that just has work and church, right? So knowing that you have school, that's an added responsibility. And with added responsibility comes more time demand. So if you used to watch movies for like 4 hours a day, as a student that has church responsibilities and also has work, I don't think it would be wise to think that you would still be able to watch movies for 4 hours a day with an added responsibility. So basically the point is that with added responsibility comes more time demand, and you need to know where to cut, like what balls to drop. You need to know where to cut down on time to be able to compensate for others, be able to add to others. And then honestly, time management. One thing that really helped me in school as someone that had like school, I was taking like 5 courses, I was working part-time, and I was in like 5 departments in church. As someone that did all of that, one thing I would say is like planning. Like I can't even emphasize plan. Like I try to complete my assignments, my papers like 2 weeks or 1 week ahead of time. Like this last semester, for example, if I have something due the next week, I'll try to make sure it's completed this week. So that saves you the stress of trying to complete things last minute. And I know that sometimes you might fall short. And um, even if you fall short, don't be too hard on yourself. Just try to work with the time you have, um, and see how much you can complete. Right? Honestly, in summary, I would say time management and planning. Get your like try to get things done ahead of time. I use an app called Structured. It really helps me like plan my day, and I also like to have a to-do list because sometimes you just have so many things you're doing and it can be overwhelming. So having a to-do list really helps. But planning, time management, and knowing your priorities. Like, God is at the center of everything. So honestly, as a Christian, I would say definitely do not let your personal relationship with God suffer. Do not let your personal devotion with God suffer. But when it comes to like church responsibilities, like maybe working in a unit in church, I think I like to believe that people in church are very understanding. Like if you have an exam and you're not able to make it to church, I would just say let the leader of your unit or your department know. I'm not going to say, oh well, because God is the center of everything, then leave your exam and go to church. No, I think it's just being able to know like what is priority at every point in time. And that's why I said that like sometimes priorities change, and with honestly with God and with church, not God, with church and school, it can be very iffy. So I think just knowing what to prioritize at every point in time. During your exams, you know it's exam period, you know, okay, I should prioritize my exams. I'm going to let my team lead know that I have exams, I'm very busy and all of that. But make sure in all of this, make sure that your personal time with God does not suffer, your personal devotion with God does not suffer. Okay? Alright, I feel like I've spoken too much. But anyways, on to the next question. So the next question is, what did I study? So I studied human nutritional sciences. Very interesting major, by the way. Um, the next question would be, okay, any reason in particular behind the haircut? Looks great, by the way. Oh, thank you so much. Honestly, for the haircut, I think I was just tired. Like I was just tired of my hair because I had relaxed hair, and I would relax it, and it would be like it wasn't even relaxed at all. It would be so tough to handle, and I also think I wanted a new look as well. I wanted a new look for modeling. So I mentioned earlier that I'm a model, so I've had hair for like the longest time since I joined the modeling industry. But I wanted to try something new, so that's why I decided to get a haircut. But thank you for the compliment. Okay. So the next question is actually really good. It says, "How has 2025 been for you so far, spiritually, mentally, if you're comfortable?" Okay, that's a very good question, actually. Hmm. So honestly, 2025 has been a lot. I'm not going to lie. I had like all these, hopes, and I had like all these plans and all these things I wanted to achieve by the end of the first quarter. But oh my goodness, by the end of the first quarter, I hadn't achieved any of them. I hadn't achieved any of them. So that was by the end of March. And when I was praying, like going into April, I was just thinking about it and I was so sad. And I was just in the place of prayer and I was just crying. I was just like, I didn't think, I don't know. I feel like God gave me a word for this year. And right now, it's not looking like it. But then I'm also learning to trust God. I'm learning that I serve a God that created time and stepped out of it to control it. So whatever it is that I haven't been able to achieve in the first quarter, like God can help me achieve that in like 1 month. 1 month is even too much. I'm learning to trust God in this season, really and truly. I've had um hmm, yeah, it's been honestly it's been hard, right? Like having all these plans and like it's like you keep getting no's. Um it's like every door you knock on, it's like it's a no that keeps coming. So honestly, just trusting God. I trust God. I trust God with my life. I think that's the point I'm at now. And then spiritually, honestly, I would say reboot camp really. So for those I don't know what reboot camp is my church's annual program, annual retreat at the end of the year in December. So I think reboot camp really, fired up my spirit and my prayer life and my spiritual life, we metamorphosed. But like right now, like going into the year, like I got busy with schoolwork, so I realized that I started to lose some of that vigor and some of that, the fervor, right? But honestly, I think it's been like a valley. Like I went down and then like I'm going back up now. So now I'm trying to like spend more time in prayer, especially now that I'm done with school. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you, like it's such a relief, right? Like with all due respect to those still in school, like it's such a relief to know that like you have one thing like off the box, right? So now I'm able to spend more time with God in devotion. So I think things are definitely getting better now. Yeah, okay. I think that's all for that one. So the next question is, are you reading any books right now? Actually, I am. So this is my first book for the year. It's called How to Find and Keep True Love by Reverend Albert Oduwole. Um, I think it's been a really interesting read. I don't think I've had any book keep me so engaged in the past like 2 years, honestly. But then, honestly speaking, I'm not a book person, so I'm trying to get back into reading books, and this is like the first of one of them. So I'm happy that I'm actually engaged and like I'm so interested in the book. Um, one of the major things I've learned so far from the book is that as a single, okay, no, let me not go there. But like in looking for a life partner or in looking for a spouse, you should make sure that you meet the requirements of your requirements. So basically, we have like this mental checklist. Some people even have a physical checklist of what they want in a life partner. But you should also go through that checklist to see if you qualify for the person you want. Like the person you want, do you think you are good enough for that person? Like where you are right now, do you think that person would want you in their life? Some people want a king, but they are not queens. So, sorry, that came out wrong. That came out wrong. I'm so sorry. But some people want a king, but they are not ready to become queens, right? So I think for me, it just shows that, like, I feel like the society today really, there's a lot of, oh, like women should not settle, there's a lot of, oh, like have high standards and all of that. But in having high standards and in not settling, are you also building yourself, right? Are you also like what are you doing to grow? Like, do you honestly, the summary of all of this is, do you think you deserve the kind of person you want in your life? Do you think you deserve the kind of person you want to spend the rest of your life with? So I think it's very I don't know, for me that was like eye opening, because I think we have like all these standards. Oh, he has to be emotionally stable. Are you emotionally stable? Like, so I think we have to hold ourselves by the same standards, right? Yeah. So that's it for that question. But thank you, that's a really good question. um so the next question says, any countries you would really love to visit soon or one on your bucket list? Hmm. The person that asked this question knows that traveling is very dear to my heart. So I really love traveling. Um, hmm. I honestly have a lot of countries on my bucket list, but I think the one I want to go to, like the most pressing one right now, is China. I know it sounds a little bit unconventional, but it's actually China. I don't know. I really want to eat Chinese food so bad. Like, I mean, there's Chinese food where I stay, like in Winnipeg, but I don't know. I just feel like it's different, and I feel like the experience is different. I really I don't like. Let's not get too deep into it, but yeah, honestly, China. Like, I love the simplicity of like the life in China. I love how um everything is so accessible. I mean, from the videos I've seen, right, and from the movies I've seen, because honestly, I'm a C drama girl. I watch a lot of Chinese drama. So, yeah, I think I would really love to experience that. Yeah, so China definitely top of my list. Top of my list is China. Yeah, okay. Hmm. So the last two questions, the last two questions, I don't know what to say, but so one of them is, who is your boyfriend? First of all, the person that asked this question, I'm judging you so bad. I'm judging you so bad right now, because how do you just assume that someone has a boyfriend? Like, but anyways, anyways, I mean, is there a way that people, that have people dating, is there a way they look? Like, how do you just, anyways? But yeah, so the last two questions, I'll actually be merging them. So one of them is, are you dating right now? And the second one is, who is your boyfriend? So, drum rolls. Hmm. So honestly, I'm actually not dating right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But for real, I'm actually not dating right now. Yeah. I hope that answers your question. Okay, thank you. Well, thank you so much. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll have more videos coming up, vlogs. My graduation is coming up, so that's something to look forward to as well. And I'll try to do more talking videos. I'll also try to get my friends on here so you can meet them. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. Have an amazing rest of your week or an amazing weekend, whichever one it is. Okay, bye bye.